So first ride on the bike. After building it, I got pretty sick. Still recovering, even after a month. A lot of mucus. All right, about to get into the fun part. See if I can get up this little hill with the way I feel right now. Shifts well under duress. Okay, nice. I have to admit, going up that, I would much rather have a dropper at the handlebars. I think on this bike, the dropper post lever being at the seat is going to be the hardest thing to get used to. I have not gotten back in shape since being sick. I rarely make it up this hill on any bike. Oop, caught the pedal. Dropper post is definitely a little inconvenient in the setup. Oh, gotta try that bell out. I will say this, brakes, I almost hate to say it, but $70 Zoom brakes work great. These things really got bite, and they're $70 on Amazon. You can't beat that. Bike handles really well. Ooh, should I do that? Probably not. This is a 130 travel fork, but I have to actually take some spacers out to bring it to full travel. So right now, I think it's only at like 100 travel. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to bring the fork to full travel. Definitely gonna have to get used to this dropper post the way it is. It is not the most ideal on a trail. I can see it being fun, like a good option if you're on the street and not having a lot of changes all the time. But it is rather inconvenient. Whew. Inconvenient, like the way I just used it. I'm trying to go up a hill and change it at the same time. Woo! Fun stuff. All right. Oh, feels good, the bike. I do need to adjust that travel in the fork though. It does feel really good though. Very compliant. Nice. Whew. How come I'm always out of shape when I'm testing a bike I just built? Whew. Probably shouldn't do this with the suspension I got right now, but whew. Awesome. Brakes are great. Whew. Yeah. Handles it just fine. As far as components choice go, I am liking the components I chose to put on this bike. Against all odds, Zoom brakes are awesome for 70 bucks. As far as longevity goes, I don't know. The fork, despite not being at full travel right now until I set it up right, is feeling really good. The only thing is, my dropper is going to take some getting used to. I will hold off any review on it right now though, because like anything, could be something that I could adapt to. But the bike feels great. I would definitely recommend this as something to buy as a frame only and build up yourself. Ooh, getting muddy. Could have used with the dropper up right there. Woo. Nice. I'm loving this MicroShift drivetrain. Really easy to use, really smooth shifts. I thought it might be a little jarring with the big jump, but not so much. I think I went the wrong way. I did. Ooh, big boulder in the way. That's new. I really feel this MicroShift's got a good range of gears. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm lacking in gears on climbs. Maybe on the really steep stuff, I might wish that I had a 50, 51 or 52. But really, it's kind of perfect. Ooh, let's drop the seat. Okay, I think I gotta stay left so I don't go in a rut. Or, oops. There we go. Yeah, loving this drivetrain. As far as the frame itself goes, feels nice. Head tube angle, seat tube angle. It's a cross-country frame. Works just fine as a trail bike, I think. Feels very modern. It's nice that if you buy the frame only, you can get a through axle, choose your own fork. Tires feel really good too. I've always gone with Maxxis DHF and DHR since I started mountain biking a few years back, but these feel really good and grippy. Of course the dirt's really good right now too, probably adds to it. These actually feel really good. There we go, trying to adjust the dropper. Throws me off trail. Whew. Very nice. So what do I think of the Poseidon Norton after the first ride? I think it's a great bike. I think it's a very, very capable cross-country bike, and with the right components, it could be a great trail bike as well. Basically an all-around bike. And I'm really happy with the components I chose for this bike. Well, except for maybe one, but I'm still going to give that a chance, because part of the reason why I was doing this bike build was to try out new things. Now, of course, I only did buy the frame. I didn't buy the complete bike. Now, the only reason why I got the frame only is I basically had all the parts already just sitting in my garage. But yeah, you can get that full complete bike from Poseidon at a great price. And really, as you get better and develop your skills as a mountain biker, you can just upgrade parts as you go, and that's a great way to do it. This is a great bike to do that with. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the components one by one and just talk about briefly what I thought about all of them and how they performed on this bike. Like I said, I think I made a great choice of components on this because ride's fantastic. I'm going to start with these handlebars. I love these handlebars. They look good. I know they're a little flashy, but I really love them. I put them on my first bike, my 2019 Nuke Proof Scout, first bike I ever built. I also put this on the first bike I ever built, the Nuke Proof Scout 2019 version. Not that one back there, but a gray one. Let's go to the grips. Grips, as I said in my build video, I do think these are going to get dirty, and they definitely got dirty just after one ride. I have a feeling after a few rides they'll be pretty much filthy, unless I'm always washing them, which, let's face it, I'm not going to do. So I'm going to change these out. I got some different grips in mind for this. The bell's a bell. That's all there's to say about that. The X-Fusion Fork. I really like this fork, even though I couldn't get it to full travel because I need a different tool. As you can see, I scraped this up, trying to take out some volume spacers so I can get it to full travel. Even with the air depleted, that's as far as it would go. So I need to open this up, get those spacers out so I can get that to full travel. Otherwise, it is a very comfortable fork. It performed really well on that light trail that I was doing. I would say that the X-Fusion is a definite upgrade from how they would sell the bike fully built. I believe it comes with some kind of SR Suntour fork that's a coil spring. This is an air fork, so I would say that's a definite upgrade. A lot less heavy, and so far, I'm liking the fork, just got to get it at full travel. So first time ever riding these tires, Continental tires. Never rode any kind of Continental tires before. I got the Argodal in the back and the Crip Total in the front, and those things were awesome. They're very grippy. Like I said, you know, the dirt was pretty good too. But they felt really good on the trail. I felt a lot of traction, just really good tires. Bottle cage that I just put in, cheapo bottle cage. It's a bottle cage, it held my bottle. It's good. The Bucklow's crank and pedal performed just fine. No problems whatsoever. Did what they're supposed to do. I don't really like all the different shades of green on the bike, so this is coming off and I'm going to get something that matches more the bottle cage and the brakes. I think it's going to look better on the bike. And also I'm going to replace this awesome race face chain ring with something of the same color of the bottle cage. I am going to talk about the spokes a little bit. I always buy cheap Amazon spokes on practically all my bikes. Even the rear wheel on my Enduro has got cheap Amazon spokes when I replace the hub. They all hold up great. Just like I don't notice any difference from any other expensive spokes, but my Santa Cruz, my Nuke Proof, my Evil, each wheel's probably about $13 worth of spokes, as opposed to, you know, $60 worth of spokes, $65, $70 worth of spokes if you buy expensive. I don't see any reason to pay that price for spokes because I've never had a problem with any of them. And I ride a couple of these bikes, well, at least those 3 bikes, I ride pretty hard. So the JG bike hub did well. I actually like the sound of it. It sounds good on the trail. I kind of like them a little noisier. So I was pretty pleased with it. I have the, I bought a set of them for like $79 on Amazon, which I've been riding the front hub on my Nuke Proof Scout since I built that, and it's been performing great. I was really impressed by these Zoom brakes. They are great. They got a lot of bite. Perfect brakes for $70 on Amazon. You just can't beat that. The thing I was most impressed with on this build was the Advent X Drivetrain. Just excellent, smooth shifting. I really expected, because, you know, it's only a 10-speed, and there's kind of a big gap between, you know, in the larger gears. I really expected to be more jarring, but it felt very smooth to me. Just really set up well. If somebody were to tell me that from now on I could only ride Advent X drivetrains, I wouldn't have a problem with it, I don't think. That's a fantastic drivetrain. So far, the Poseidon Norton is a great bike. I've treated it relatively easy on the first ride. I'm about to treat it a lot worse.